Hey plant gang, you know, we have to talk about great trees and then also trees that impact our native woodlands in a lot of ways. This is Albizia julibrissin. This is the mimosa or the floss tree. And you can see this big compound leaf that's on it, but also the seed pods that are on it right now. You're gonna see this a lot on the sides of the road, but there are some ornamental cultivars that we wanna be aware of. This is the Mimosa albizia. So size-wise, this gets 20 to 40 foot high, spreading out 20 to 50 foot wide. Hardy from zone 6 through 9. I have seen it, excuse me, some in zone 5, but typically listed as hardy from zone 6 through 9. Now, this is considered an invasive plant in a lot of cases, but it's not by any means, for us at least in the eastern part of the United States, one of the most invasive plants. It is a very visible invasive plant along the sides of our roadsides, but it's not necessarily one of the biggest problem invasives, even though you see it quite a bit. And one of the things that happens to mimosas in general is they are impacted by some different diseases that cause them to die back down to the trunk. And so they're not very long-lived plants. And so they'll kind of come and go over time. Not very long-lived even on the side of the road. So we've got a close-up of the leaf here. Again, this big compound leaf. It actually has very beautiful texture to it. The bloom is, again, a soft kind of cotton candy colored poof that is on the top of the foliage, then followed by big seed pods, bean-like seed pods on this plant. There are some superior cultivars out there if you wanted to use this as an ornamental. There are ones with brown chocolate colored foliage. There's green varieties that are weeping. There are weeping dark colored foliage varieties. And I would use those cultivars in containers and grow them temporarily in containers. And then when they've gotten too big for their pot, I would just dispose of that tree. And that's probably the best way to use this plant. It looks beautiful in a container, maybe with other annuals around it or just by itself. Which leads me to our landscape tip, and the landscape tip is this: grow this plant in containers, seeking out superior cultivars.